So we talk about 6 skills that you can apply or you can maintain, you can nurture to make that relationship sweeter and more vibrant as each day goes by. The first one we shall talk about is communication. Communication is key. Communication is the heartbeat of every relationship, because through communication I will know what you think, what you have in mind, what you expect of me, what I can do to make you better, to make you happier, what I can do to assist you with the challenge you have. Okay, suppose you are squinting, you are doing, say, what's wrong with you? How can I help? If you are just doing like this, you're not communicating. But if you express yourself, okay, see, in my shoe, can you help me to remove this shoe? Something is pinching me that I bend and remove the shoe. Or just start to shake the leg like that. How will I know it's something inside the shoe pinching you? Or just say, can you just get me a cup of water? I get a cup of water for you. So communication is key. So you have to make sure you have active listening. When your partner is talking, listen, pay attention. Eye to eye. Yoruba used to say, Ojú lọ̀rọ̀ wà. That's why the white will say, look into my eye and tell me this. That is, they believe that eye to eye communication makes communication a lot better. Shows sincerity to a good extent, though that one has been bastardized now to some extent also. Then you that is transmitting, make sure you use words that you know I can understand and I can appreciate, and you use words that are conducive. Use words that are germane to what you are trying to achieve, what you're expecting of me. And you modulate the tone of your voice, and your body language also count. So communication is key. So once you make sure communication is a standard, you can be sure that you'll be able to, because whatsoever is happening, you'll be able to, I told you this. This is what I expect from you. Can you please help me to do this? Please help me to do this. Can you take care of this for me? Okay, I expect you to do this for me. I'll do this for you. We express it, then it brings us to a better level of understanding of one another, and we'll be able to move better. Okay. Then secondly is empathy. Empathy. We are together, but we don't operate on the same spot, because the shoe I'm wearing is not the shoe you are wearing. Even if the same size, the same make, but I'm the one wearing this one on my feet. I'm the one that knows how it's pinching me. So if I come to you and say this thing is like this thing is like this, you don't use your own eye to judge me or your own brain to judge me or to assess me. You try to let me, that's why I say first of all it's communication. Allow me to explain. This is the way, this way it is. Then try to put yourself in my shoes. Try, just imagine. That's why they say they have a Chinese proverb that say, don't judge a man until you can walk a mile in his moccasins. That is in his, that's the footwear. The man is not working very well. He's staggering. You say, why is this working like this? Is he an old man? How old is he self? But you don't know that there are some things. Maybe the shoe is flat-footed and the place is stony, whatever. So you don't know. So empathy is very important. Try to see as much as possible. Put yourself in the point of view of your partner. Try to feel with your partner. Show that human sense, that human feeling. Your partner was beaten by the rain in spite of the umbrella, because the rain was very windy and stormy. Blew away the umbrella, came home shivering. But fortunately, you are able to get home without being beaten by the rain. By the time you got home, you use the umbrella, just park in the garage. And from there, you can't go. You go to the house. You're warm. And since you've been home, you've taken some hot tea, the condition in the home is warm. Where is your partner coming from the rain? And it starts shivering. Why are you shivering like chicken? Chicken beaten by the rain. And that's been chicken, isn't it? Or you didn't say that. You just, okay, welcome. And later you just see that your partner is shivering seriously. So that's it. It's the rain. It's just that the rain. Is it more than the rain? That's not being realistic. So imagine that if you are the one beaten by the rain, how will you be able to handle it? And even in that case, you still can't use that one to judge, because your physiology, your anatomical makeup, your biochemical makeup is not the same as that of your partner. So your rate of metabolism they are not the same with that of your partner. So the way you burn energy and maintain the homeostatic nature of your body, they are not the same. So empathy is very important, both spiritually, physically. Even spiritually, we grow in faith. Your faith level, your belief level is not the same as that of your partner. So if your partner is feeling chicken at the sight of cockroach or rat, you still have to show empathy until you be able to help him or her to be able to overcome that fright, that phobia. The third skill you need to learn and develop is trust. You have to develop trust, be honest in all you're doing, be plain, be open, let your yes be yes and your no and your nay be nay. Don't be fickle in your actions. What you not do, don't promise it. And once you promise it, if you are unable to fulfill it, give good reason why you are unable to meet up. And if you are put in charge of something to manage it very well. And if there is any challenge with it, put the card on the table. So that trust has to be built, has to be maintained. That integrity has to be maintained. If that one is tampered with, then there is danger. There is danger. So you need to work on that. The boundaries have to be respected. Even though that's a question, I have a question on that, which you can answer, which you can share with me in your comment, please. Since they say two have become one, husband and wife are the same, why should there be boundaries in the home? What do you think? However, there may need to be boundaries because you like different things, even though you come to align. But you should know everybody has some limitations. So you should be able to understand my own strong points and weak points. Are you able to know your strong points and weak points? So there should be boundary along that. Don't push my weak points. Don't push me beyond that, beyond what I can bear. And my strong points, don't overstretch it. You should know I can bear that, I can do that, I can do this, but don't push me beyond my limit. That is not good. So we need to respect boundaries, our capabilities and our inabilities. That is respect. So you have to respect mine, and then I need to respect yours. Then by the time we start to live together, understand my own line of thinking, understand your own line of thinking. So you don't insult my intelligence. I don't insult your intelligence. I don't take me for granted. That is part of respecting boundaries. But if you disregard the boundaries and you believe that, well, the two are now one, we can do as we like, you can do as you like, then you are not helping the relationship. So you need to respect the boundaries of your spouse. So you need to put this on the table, discuss it. If it's issue of finance, okay, this money, this my money, that's your money, this money, then how do you apply? You can say, well, I just opened the drawer and I saw this money and I spent it. You did ask me, please, I saw this money. What can you say about it? It may be money that belongs to somebody that's kept with me. Say, okay, please, or somebody send me, I should help him or her to get something from the office. And I put the money there and you just took the money and used it for something else and you're not telling me. I said, yes, I put it there. But the money actually is not mine. It was put in my trust, and see what you've done now. So you need to respect boundaries. Even though we are husband and wife, there has to be boundaries. Discuss it and work well on it. Number 5 is conflict resolution. Yeah, there will be times when there will be disagreement or things that don't align well together between the two of you. Well, whatever the case is, you put it on the table and discuss it. Things that cause conflict are many. But whenever there is something that can lead to conflict or misunderstanding or disagreement, put it on the table and try to iron it out. Once you formulate a way of setting things among you, can see that you don't need to go third party, because the third party phenomenon is very dangerous and very risky. It can scatter things beyond your imagination. So don't play and don't allow the third party phenomenon in your relationship. Okay? So no pointing of fingers. When there are things wrong, don't say you are wrong, you are racking it, or you are this, you are this, you are this. Sometimes you may need to step, sometimes you need to bow, sometimes you may need to just keep quiet, sometimes you need to swallow things. Later, you can be sure your spouse or the person that is guilty or at wrong between the two of you will come to fall. Okay, you put something there and you say, I put it there, who shifted it? I say, I'm not the one that shifted it. Yes, I didn't touch it. Later, maybe you just went to check the bag or the purse you took to the office yesterday, because today you took another bag or another purse. I now found it inside. You now remember, okay, when I came back, I did not remove the power bank. I left it there. Because when I came back, there was current. And I charged it in the office before coming. I didn't bother to. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry. But if you are taking, say, I put power bank there, you are the one. I said, why did you? I said, I didn't touch the power bank. Or it's something like, say, this one. Try to give each other what's called circumstantial opportunity. Allah Bible says, so why don't you allow yourself to be defrauded? Why must brother and brother in the Lord take each other to the court of law before the unjust, so that they try to mess up your faith and your belief? And say, where is the trust? Where is the love among you? See what you're doing to yourself. And you call yourself brothers, you call yourself sisters, you call yourself children of God. So you now, as a couple, you should be able to have that into among yourself, to trust one another to that level, that if there is anything, any disagreement, anything that you just put on the table, allow air to rest on it. Later, when you have calmed down, then you'll be able to see that the thing will resolve itself naturally. Look, how you're welcome. Where are you reflecting with me from? I can say that this is Spanish or French. You're welcome. You're welcome. So we're looking at skills that can help you. I can help every one of us to have a sweeter relationship, to enjoy our marriage and our home better, to make it more conducive for ourselves and for the children and for the family. We have talked about 5 skills. The first one we mentioned is communication. Communication is key. Love opens the door for the relationship. Love helps to form the foundation. But what will keep the relationship going are some of these skills we are discussing. Because love is an emotion of the heart. Love tends to overlook some things. That's why love is blind. But actually, love is not blind. Just try to overlook. But certain things you cannot overlook, you must bring them to the table. And that is why these skills are there. Marriage is like a journey. When you want to go on a journey, there is a time you do preparation. You do preparations. And after preparations, you have to work with understanding where you are going, what is the place like, what are the things you need to take with you. They need the right tools for the journey. They need the right skills to be able to know that you enjoy where you're going at the end of the day. So communication is the first skill, which is non-negotiable in order to have a sweet and enjoyable relationship and marriage. The second point is empathy. Ability to be able to see through the eye of your partner. Ability to put yourself in his or her shoes and try to feel what he or she is trying to put across. The person is trying to explain, share his or her experience. Even though you are not there, but you try to envision, try to visualize in your inner man, in your imagery, what situation was like, and try to just share your partner's feelings. Then the third point is trust. Trust is key. Trust, if I can't trust you, then, and if you can't trust me, then. So ability to trust means you always put the card on the table, and when you say yes, you mean your yes. When you say no, you mean your no. When you say you do this, you do this. Not that you continue to vacillate. That what you say yesterday is not what you say today. What you say today will learn from what you say tomorrow. So your one cannot hold on to your words. Then it will affect the relationship negatively. Okay. Then how do we plan well together? How do we achieve well together? How do we work on our projects together? How are we sure that we're moving forward and we continue to move on that journey forward? So that trust is very important. It's also non-negotiable to be able to enjoy the relationship. The fourth one is boundaries. Even though we are one, there are boundaries. Like the hands and the leg in our body, they are boundary. But what the hands can do, the leg may not be able to unless the leg is trained to be able to do that work of the hand. They have different things, so they have their limitations. The same thing with the other organs in our body. They have their boundaries, they have their limitations. They have what they can do, what they can achieve, what they cannot achieve. So each one maintain their lane and respect that lane. Then we work together for the goal and objective of the family and the home. So the fifth one is conflict management. There may be disagreement, but we need to work together to resolve it. So ability to do that, we need to work at it together. And we can only do that when there is that first number, that's good communication. That's when conflict can be resolved, because we'll be able to, that even internationally, when there's any problem between two nations, they will call them to United Nations, then they will have Council of Elders, that is head of states, they meet with them and discuss the dialogue. And in labor, they have resolution. So things have to be, so communication has to be key. Also empathy. So if there is no empathy, then to resolve conflict will be difficult. Because with empathy, you'll be able to put yourself in my shoes and try to understand with me and bear with me. Then the sixth skill we need to do and need to work on is ability to grow together, evolve together, and encourage one another, celebrate each other. Grow together, evolve together. Each day we become better versions of ourselves. I repeat, each day we become better versions of ourselves. So you help me to grow to become better. I help to grow become better version of yourself. I help you to deal with the weak points and try to build them up to become strong points. And help to grow your strong points to become stronger, so become a better person as each day goes by. That is another skill you and I need to. So if I see that's why people say iron sharpened iron, as friend sharpened their countenances. You work at making me happier every day. I work at making you happier every day. I work at making you more, you work at making me more comfortable every day. In that case, we become better off on the long run. So thank you for reflecting with me. Are you married, or are you in any form of relationship now? These skills will be very useful for you. The home is very, very crucial to the well-being of the society at large. Do everything to maintain the joy, the peace, the harmony, and the gradual growth in your home, in your relationship.